So, and actually just on that mindfulness point, we're doing a bit more next week, that's going to do a little bit more formally on mindfulness next week. I think that was why I was on my mind here, so I'll send links out for that, just so
I've been on my mindfulness course before.
you have, haven't you?
Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
And you learn, and it's different things, it's all about learning tools that work for you, isn't it? And then you can go back to it. And even informally, like sometimes not even having to do that, I'm going to sit for 10 minutes every day, but even if you can pause for since I've got these 3-minute pauses, just to notice your mind, body, breath, just to check in, and that's really helpful throughout the day, just to notice where you're at. So it doesn't need to be really onerous hour of meditation or something, unless that's really something that's in there that you have, you want to do, or you have the time to dedicate to it. So this week, the wee video this week was about heart rate variability and vagal tone, which I always think is quite scary, but they're actually, the reason I was talking about it is, again, yoga's brilliant, research has shown that yoga can be really helpful to support our heart rate variability and our vagal tone. And they are just things that athletes, researchers measure. If you're really into your health, I don't know, you might even get something that can measure these things, fancy things like a watch that can measure these things. But really, what they're a good gauge of is if we have good autonomic flexibility, which really just means are we able to flow between two different parts of our nervous system with ease, which is really what we want to be able to do. So we have something, stressor presents itself, we get into that sympathetic nervous system, then the threat's gone, and we can move really swiftly back into that parasympathetic nervous system and restore ourselves, get our energy levels back up, get that immunity going, our digestion. So that's heart rate variability kind of tells us is a marker of, we've got good flexibility in autonomic nervous system. The whole point though is for balance, right? We're just talking about balance, is our nervous system just wants to be in balance, just try to keep us in check and in balance all the time. And so today, this class, we're going to focus on balancing within the body, and we're going to do that by, we're going to be lifting our nervous system and coming back, lifting and coming back. And I just want you to, throughout the practice, just noticing maybe what that feels like in your body. Maybe your heart rate lifts, maybe you find it a little bit more difficult to breathe. And it's not judging it, just really noticing oh, that's interesting, when I do that, this happens. And knowing that we have tools to kind of bring it back down when we need to, and when we want to. So we'll do that in our movement. We'll also do it in our breath practice. We're going to do a little bit more different breathing techniques today. And I think that's all I wanted to tell you. But I'm sure if there's anything else I will do, so we'll do the course. How is everyone this week? Been a bit going on for people, I think, and so just remember, we have permission to do what we need to in this hour. This is our time. This is really precious time. So make sure it's working for you. Everything is just suggestions, and that totally includes the breath work too. If there's anything happening there, just let it go and see what would be more beneficial for you. So for our breath practice today, we're going to keep with the ocean breathing if we can. If that's something that you feel comfortable with. But as we're talking about balance, we're going to be thinking about equal inhale and exhale. So in the video I talked about this thing called coherent breathing, which is just equal inhale and exhale, but it's for a very specific count. And we're going to be working up towards that because it's total sweet spot for our brain, our nervous system, and our heart. There's just something, there's loads of research on it, it's really, really good for us. But it can be quite tough getting that inhale for 6, exhale for 6. So we're going to work towards it. So we're going to do a little bit of equal breathing with our ocean breath. We're going to do something called yogic coffee if you're feeling tired. This is a good one to learn. And then we're going to do something called box breathing, which is equal breathing, but we're going to introduce a little pause. So like we did last week, we noticed our pause after our exhale. This time we're purposely putting in a pause. So we're going to inhale maybe for 2 or 3, pause 2, 3, exhale 2, 3, pause 2, 3. I'm going to talk you through it all. It's just so you're aware of what we're going to do when we come to this, which we're going to do next. So this box breath is brilliant for anxiety and stress. The SAS use it, Russian forces use it because it gets you really calm quickly. And obviously they need to be calm. Yes.
like situations where you wouldn't normally sleep. They just do the box and then they
Exactly. So we do, because they might only have 15 minutes to sleep.
Yeah.
So we need to get into that state really quickly. So yeah, great for, it's also really good because those pauses help us to build up what's called CO2 tolerance. And actually CO2, obviously we think of it as that waste product that we're trying to get out of the body. We really need CO2 within the body because that's what helps us to breathe. If we're inhaling, we need that. The CO2 tells us when we need to breathe. But we don't want it to be too sensitive because then we're going to be hyperventilating. So we want a little bit of tolerance to our CO2. So we're going to do all that amazingly right here, right now. So find a comfortable seat because we're going to be a little bit longer in our breathing practice. So make sure you're really nice and comfortable. If you prefer, you can sit on the floor. You can cross your legs. Do whatever it is that will make you feel most comfortable. And just kind of settle in. Let's just notice the touch of the ground, the touch of the chair underneath our thighs. We can close up our eyes or take our gaze down. Just really settling and becoming comfortable, grounded in our chair. And just noticing, is there any tension, any sensations in the body as we come to sit? And we're not judging, we're just curious what's happening in the body. Maybe there's sensation, maybe some coolness or heat. Maybe there's somewhere that needs a scratch. Maybe there's a buzzy feeling. So just noticing what it feels like to be in your body in this moment. And if we can, we're going to start breathing in and out through the nose. But knowing if that's creating tension, inhaling through the nose and exhale, gently breathing out through the mouth as if you're blowing out a candle. And as we inhale, diaphragm contracts and lowers, creating that space for your breath. And our pelvic floor gently relaxes. On our exhale, our diaphragm releases, lifts, and it creates space for the abdominal organs. The pelvic floor then gently contracts. So the movement of the breath, creating a massage for our organs. The inhale and the exhale, creating this balance and opposing movements. Inhale and exhale in perfect balance. We can start to introduce our ocean breath if that feels possible for us today. Just that soft sound at the back of the throat, visualizing that nose. And we're going to come into our equal breath. So I'll count us in for an inhale of 3 and exhale for 3. If that feels too much, you can inhale for 2, exhale for 2. Or if it doesn't feel enough, you can inhale for 4, exhale for 4. So just working with your breath. So let's inhale together. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. 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 Exhale, 2, 3. Letting go of the practice. Just noticing any differences within the body and your breath. Just coming to a natural breath. Feeling the ground underneath your feet. Back of the thighs on the chair, the sit bones. I'm going to try a different breath called yogic coffee. Don't think that's a technical term, but we'll go with it. And this time we're going to inhale and reach your hands up towards the ceiling. Now, if this feels too much, just let them go. Otherwise, we're here. Now we're going to inhale for 3 and then exhale, sigh it out. So it sounds a bit like this. And then let it go, let the fingertips reach down. You can close off your eyes or take your gaze down and just notice any sensations in the body. You might get a tingling in the fingers. You might feel a lift in the chest. So you can use this breath whenever you feel like you need a little bit of a kick in the morning. Coffee doesn't work. So just noticing the effects, if any, of the practice. Sometimes people feel some sensation in the head. Lovely. Then we're going to find our inhale and exhale again. Ocean breath. And then I'm going to count us in for our box breathing. And I'm going to do 2 inhale, pause, 2, exhale, 2, pause, 2. If you want to lift it to 3, you can, or whatever works for you. So just finding your breath. Soft breath at the back of the throat. Inhaling, the belly rises. Exhaling, the belly towards the spine. Let's inhale together. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Pause, 2. Exhale, 2. Pause, 2. 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 Let's take it to 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Pause, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, pause, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, pause, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, pause, 2, 3, inhale, 2, 3, pause, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, pause, 2, 3, let go of the breath, allowing the breath just to come to a natural rhythm, whatever that may be for you, and just taking this moment to notice any effects of the breathing. It's okay if there isn't any effects, just noticing that. Lovely. And then we're going to gently prepare for our movement practice. So we can gently open up our eyes. Now if you want, you can stand up for your movement practice. If you feel like you need to kind of have a little bit of movement and consistency, you can do so. So we're going to find that steady ocean breath as we move with our practice. So let's bring our palms together. We're going to inhale, open the hands. Exhale, bring the palms back together. Inhaling. Exhaling, finding your rhythm. Inhale. Exhale. Just take one more. Lovely, releasing the hands down by the side, palms facing upwards. Inhale. Just moving with the breath. Exhale, release. Release that tension from the shoulders. Inhaling. Exhaling. So the inhale and the exhale balancing each other out. The movement on the inhale, the movement on the exhale, gently balancing. That's it, creating space as we lift in the side body, and exhale, creating space for the shoulders as we release down. One. Lovely, maybe get a little shake off, have a little shrug in the shoulders, inhale, lifting up, exhale, releasing down. Finding that space. Try and create some balance in the body, maybe after what we've been doing. Life stresses, the cold, our shoulders are up at our ears. Feeling, reaching them up, exaggerating that movement, and then releasing them down, giving them that space. Lovely. You can take one in the opposite direction. Awesome. Shake it off. Let's bring our fingertips to our shoulders. And we're bringing our elbows forward, our inhale and our exhale, releasing them back. Lovely. So that balance of the opening in the chest and then the opening in the back body. So just finding your range of motion. What do you need today? Is there softness you can bring? Noticing the sensation in the body and noticing it, and then you can respond to what your body needs. So maybe you notice, is there a lifting in certain movements? Drawing down. Lovely, you can go in the opposite direction. Maybe you notice a sensation in the shoulders. Lovely, and then shaking it off just when we're ready. Lovely, and we'll come into our side stretch, dropping that left hand down. We're going to inhale, reach up. We're still feeling really balanced in our chair. And on an exhale, we come to the side. We're not slumping down, we're staying lifted, sit bones drawn down.
Inhale back to center and exhale, release. Lovely. Inhale, reaching up. We can move with our own breath. Exhaling. Inhaling back. Exhale, release. Lovely. We'll do one on each side. Finding our breath. Maybe the movement's becoming a bit more familiar. There's some memory within the body. Lovely. Shake off. Then we're going to, on our exhale, bring our chin towards our chest. And I get sensation quite quickly from doing this movement. Just noticing if there's any sensation for you within the body. And then on an inhale, we're lifting the head back up. And then we're going to drop right ear to right shoulder. Knowing for balance, we do both sides. So whichever side works for you. Breathing towards a sensation that might be within the neck and that opening of the neck. Using our breath, ocean breath, inhale, ocean breath, exhale. On our next inhale, gently coming back to center and then the opposite side. Using our breath to ease into the shapes, the postures. Lovely, and then again coming back to center. Lovely, get everything a little shake off. We're going to come down to the floor. We can move our chair. We can have our blankets on the floor under our head. We come to lying forward. We're feeling the contact with the ground. We're going to lengthen our legs. We're just noticing as we settle into this new position. And on our inhale, we're going to lift our arms up and over. Our heels are going to draw towards the bottom of our mat as we extend and contract. On our exhale, we soften and release. So taking a few in your own breath. Inhaling, contracting, expanding. On our inhale and exhale, we soften and release. And finding that balance in our movement using our breath. Inhale, extending. Exhale, release. And then the next time we extend, we can pause there if we wish. Feeling that contraction, that tension, that extension in the body. Just for a breath. And then on our next exhale, gently releasing and softening. Just take a moment to notice any sensations arising in the body from our movement. We're not judging, we're not deciding whether we like it or don't like it, we're just noticing without judging. Lovely, and then we're going to draw one knee in and then the other. And take our hands to our knees. Maybe rock from side to side or little circles. One knee and the other. Lovely. And then we can pause and we're going to take our hip circles. So we're taking our knees away from each other on our inhale, circling back to each other on our exhale. And just noticing the sensation that might arise in the hip joint. Maybe you feel the touch of the ground underneath your lower back, your shoulders. So we're really becoming aware of sensations in our body this week. We can take them in the opposite direction. Lovely. And then we can pause, back at centre, releasing the feet to the floor. Establish that feeling of the ground underneath the feet, the lower back. And then we're going going to extend our arms out to the side. I'm going to rock our knees from side to side. Just gently dropping off the knees with the breath. So we're still ocean breath, inhale and exhale through the nose if we can. Equal breathing. Now we can pause in place if there's a sensation that feels like it could be softened or worked into here. Lovely. And then we'll gently come back to centre if that feels okay for us. We can keep there if we wish. And then we're going to draw our right knee in, interlock our hands and take it around that shin. Making sure our chin is slightly tucked towards our chest. And on our inhale, we're extending that leg away from the body. And then on our exhale, gently drawing that knee in. Inhale, taking the knee away. Exhale, drawing in. Inhale, extend, just checking in if there's any tension in the jaw. And then exhale, releasing in. Lovely, one more. Exhaling, drawing in, lovely. Releasing that foot to the floor. Just notice if there's any difference between the sides. Lovely, and then drawing that left leg in. Left knee drawing in, our exhale. And then releasing forward on that inhale. Creating that balance, drawing inwards, and then extending. Lower back, flush with the mat. Just noticing the sensations as we move, as we breathe. Know that this might not always be comfortable, but noticing if we can stay with it. Lovely, last one. Lovely. You're ready, just gently releasing. Pressing the feet into the floor, checking in. And then we're going to take that right knee. Either we're going to drop it out to the side, or if we wish, we're going to take that right ankle to the left thigh. You can stay here, or we can come up onto the left toes. Lift the left leg. So it's really just depending on how you're feeling today and what's happening in your body. My knee is telling me not to do that. So just noticing, feeling the sensation and responding. So breathing in and out through the nose if we can. Noticing where you feel this movement in your body. Lovely, and then we're going to gently release. Just take a moment, a breath, to notice any differences before we come to the other side. So dropping that left knee out to the side, or taking the ankle to the thigh. Noticing that each side might feel a little bit different. Maybe the sensation on one side is more intense than the other. Maybe there's more a feeling of tightness, or maybe you just feel it a little bit more aware of the sensation. So just noticing with interest. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose if we can, or out through the mouth, blowing out that candle with control. Lovely, gently releasing it down, unraveling the left leg and releasing. Lovely. Take a breath here. Awesome. Then we're going to come into our cross crawl. So we're going to lift our right arm first and our left leg. Lovely. And then on our exhale, we're going to release. It's called bilateral movements we're using. You just fancy to use parts of the brain. We can have the leg that's on the floor, you can lengthen it. You can keep the knee bent. Find what feels right for you. Inhale. Lifting, exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. The breath helping us balancing the body, the movement. Inhale. Nowhere in particular to be, nothing to prove. Noticing what's happening in the body, what's the movement. Let's take one on each side, or what will allow you to balance the sides out. Lovely. And we can gently release. And then we're going to release the blanket from the head as we come into our bridge-like movement. So we're bringing the feet to the floor, the hands to the floor. Just checking that chin is still slightly tucked, so that means length in the spine. The forehead's parallel to the ceiling. We're pressing into the feet, and on our inhale, we're going to lift the hips, gently opening in the front body, and exhale, gently release. Lovely. So moving with your breath. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, gently release. And noticing if there's anywhere that we could maybe soften. First we need to notice what's happening. Until we're aware of something, we can't change it. Inhale and lift. Exhale, gently lower, lovely. The next time you're lifting, you can pause. It's your choice. Pause to take a breath, maybe notice any lifting in the system, which is very natural in these shapes. And see what happens to your breath, your heart rate. And then gently lowering down the back. If you were lifted, we're going to draw one knee in and the other. Take a little rock from side to side. Lovely. And then just pause. Notice your breath. And then we're going to gently come to our tabletop position. So we can rock onto one side if we wish, or you could rock and roll. Lovely. And you can take our blanket so that our knees are nice and supported. As we find our tabletop. Really finding that balance between the hands, the knees. So we feel really nice and stable. Balance out that crown of the head, reaching forward, the hips drawn back. And on our inhale, we'll gently lift the gaze and really let the belly soften, and exhale, chin to chest. So doing those opposing movements, helping us to find balance in our spine. Notice where you feel that movement in your body. As you inhale, and exhale, chin to chest. Lovely, inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Let's take one more here. Really noticing the difference between the movements and this difference in sensation. And then we'll meet in neutral, just when you're ready, there is no rush. Lovely, and then we're going to gently slide down to lie in front of our bodies. Lovely, take a moment in our little pillow. Hands are in the pillow, forehead to the hand, just rocking the head from side to side. Just re-establishing, settling into this position with the front of the body supported by the mat. Lovely. And then we're going to come into our Sphinx position. So that's when we slide our arms, we're parallel from each other. Spreading our fingers, lovely. So just making sure we're nice and comfortable here. Remember, if there's anything happening in the lower back, sending that tailbone down, and our belly is gently drawn down into that. Lovely. On our inhale, we lift. On our exhale, we can gently lower. Inhale, lifting the chest through, lifting the gaze, pressing into the arms. Exhale, soften. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften. And the next time you inhale, opportunity if you wish to pause here. Taking a few breaths, pressing into the tops of the thighs. Just drawing through, just noticing any sensation that's arising. Using our breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. On an exhale, we release and soften, make that little pillow with the hand. Noticing our breath, our heart rate. Any differences and sensation in the body. Steady inhale and exhale. Lovely. So we can do that again, we can stay here too, or we can bring our arms and slide them into our cactus arms, so our 90-degree angle. And on our inhale, we lift the chest. And the arms are helping with this movement. They're not making the movement, but they're helping us to lift. Exhale, we release. Inhale, we lift. And you're noticing any sensations. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, and lift. Are we still breathing? Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. We can pause here if we wish. We have permission to come out whenever we wish. Noticing the sensations, the lifting, the release. And then exhale, soften and release. We can make a pillow with our hands again if you wish. Rocking the forehead. Coming back to our steady inhale and exhale. Noticing our heart rate, our breath, any sensations within the body. Inhaling through the nose, ocean breath. Exhale, ocean breath through the nose, or gently through the mouth. Lovely. I'm going to slide our arms down by our side, pressing into our hands over. I'm going to come into our down dog, so we're going to tuck our toes, hips up and back, find our V shape, bending into the knees, softness in the knees. Lovely. Bending one knee and the other. Relaxing the neck, the jaw. Releasing on the shoulders, lovely. On our exhale, we're going to come up onto our toes and we're going to gaze forward. I'm going to walk our feet towards our hands, just as far as they go. Lovely. Now we're just going to hang here for a minute. softness in the knees. Nowhere in particular to be reaching forward. And then on an inhale, we're going to press into the feet. I'm going to rise all the way back up to standing. Lovely. Shake off anything that needs a little shake off. Releasing in the shoulders. Lovely. Now we're going to press into the feet, and on our inhale, we're going to think about lifting our heels. And on our exhale, release. Inhale, lift the toes. And exhale, release. Lovely. So moving with your breath. I literally move with my exhale, release. And just noticing the sensation in the body. Does a tension come when we try and find balance and maybe we feel like we're going to wobble? What happens if we really try and soften and not think too much about where we're trying to go? So just moving between the movements. Lovely. When we feel satisfied there, and let it go, maybe have a little wobble, wiggle, things. But have a wobble if you fancy, so we're going to do another little breath practice here. So we're going to find our feet, we're really going to draw them down. So let's just find our steady breath first. That equal inhale and exhale. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose or out through the mouth. Lovely. And then we're going to do a breath called heaven and air. So we inhale through our nose and we're going to lift our arms up. And then we exhale with a big sigh. Now if you have anything happening with blood pressure, don't take your head below your heart. Just keep it here. Inhale, lift. Exhale. So it's quite a fast, vigorous breath. So go for your moment. You let go of the breath. So it's a quick exhale. One more. And really slowly coming back. You might not want to close your eyes because we can feel a little bit dizzy. I want you to notice your sensation. Noticing anything happening in the chest, the head, maybe tingling fingers, just check in. Noticing. And for some this can feel quite uncomfortable. It can actually feel a little bit what it can feel like when we're anxious, kind of lifting in that way. For others it can feel quite pleasant. Now I want us to come into our extended exhale. So we're going to inhale, exhale, give it back to the ground. So slightly extending your exhale. We can do that together. We can use our arms too. I like to use my arms, it's just a visual. Looking at our fingertips, we're going to inhale for 2, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, lifting the breath from the ground to the lungs. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Give the breath to the ground. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Last one. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Lovely, just releasing the breath. Noticing the touch of the ground underneath your feet. Just being aware of any sensation that's coming up in the body. Not judging it, just noticing what it feels like. Lovely. And then just shaking anything off, if anything needs a little rub. Lovely. We're going to come into our sun salutation. So bringing our feet either hip width apart or together, whatever works for you today. On our exhale, bring our palms together. Lovely. Inhale, we're going to open the chest. Exhale, we're going to soften knees and fold. Inhales are halfway lift, so our chest comes parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pressing into the feet to rise up, nice and slowly, opening the arm. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swaying to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, other side. Inhale. Exhale, down. Lovely. We're going to do it 2 more times. You can do it in your own breath if you feel familiar with the movement. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, so we're active here, lifting. Exhale, soften, fold. Inhale, pressing into the seat. Rise, opening the chest. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, swaying to one side. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, down through center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, opposite side. Inhaling back. Exhale, down. Lovely. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into the feet to help rise all the way back up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, arms lifted. Exhale to one side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, down through center. Lovely. Inhale up. Exhale to one side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, drawing the hands down through center. Lovely. Releasing the hands, gazing down, closing of the eyes. Just a moment to check in with any sensation, any tingling, any warmth, any coolness, any buzzing. Maybe there's areas that there is little sensation. All noticing. Lovely. And then let's find our warrior one. So we're going to have our right foot forward and then this back foot. So making sure we've got a nice width between our feet so we feel nice and balanced as we bend into that front knee. Lovely. We're going to be opening our chest on our inhale. And our exhale, we're lengthening out to come to that back toe and bringing the palms together. Lovely. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, palms together. Lovely. So finding your flow, bending into that front knee as you inhale, releasing on the exhale. Noticing any effects of the movement. Can we breathe? Is it more difficult to breathe as we move? Does our heart rate start to lift? Does the sensation in our legs become more intense with repetition? Or does it loosen up? Let's take one more. Lovely. And we'll meet back in our warrior one. We're just going to pause here for a breath. and then gently releasing. Hands, gently just finding a way back to centre. Lovely. Just check in with the different sides of the body if you feel any difference. Anything happening, the heart rate or the breath. Doesn't need to be. And then we'll come to the opposite side. Just when we're ready, when we feel ready, we'll come into the opposite side. So the left foot's forward, bending into that knee, finding a nice bend there. On our inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, coming up onto the back toes. Bringing the hands together. Inhale. Finding a nice soft focus for our eyes. Maybe a gentle point in front of us, or maybe slightly gazing down. The ground is still supporting us. Flowing with our breath. Lovely. Let's take one more and then we'll have a short pause if we wish. At our inhale, lifting the chest, noticing any sensations. Lovely, and then gently releasing the hands down, bringing the feet back together, give it a little shake off. Just on the ground underneath the feet, any sensation in the hand, steady our breath. As we're going to come to balancing postures now. So we're going to come and find our heron. I'm going to say heron just because that's in my mind. Oh, I look forward to that. So remember, we can find our wall, we can use our chair if it's on our mat. Just remember, the only person judging us about if we use something to support us is ourselves. So we're going to draw down into that left or right foot, we're going to do both. We're going to inhale to arm, and then exhale, release. And really pressing into that standing leg as we sit. Find the gaze, a steady gaze point. Flowing with our breath, using the ground to support us. That standing leg, no rush. Noticing sensation, where does the mind go? Well, let's take one more on each side. And then if you wish, you could take a moment to pause in the posture. So this time we might want to use the wall or have it close by. Nicely into that standing foot. Just going to be here one more breath. Can we use our breath to help us stay here? On your next exhale, releasing it down. Lovely. And then coming to the other side, really pressing into that foot. Feel like your roots are going from your foot to help us lift and grow. Pressing down into that foot, using our breath to help us. Can we slow our breathing down? Just one more breath here if we wish. And then an exhale, release slowly. Big shake off from the shoulders. Pause to notice any sensation. Lovely. Just before we come to the floor, we're going to take our chair. So find that comfortable. Well, you are going to take your chair, but I meant the other chair actually. I didn't even think how that could be. I thought naturally you'd be wanting to come into this one, that's where. Pressing your feet down, tucking your tailbone slightly, and just finding that bend in the knees. An option, remember, we can have our hands here. We can have our hands here. You could try both and notice the difference. So when our hands are lifted, our heart rate has to lift because it's sending that blood up to the fingertips. So it's going to lift our heart rate a little bit. So you can bring your palms to wherever you wish. I'm going to bring them together today. And take a breath, feel the ground. Notice the sensation in our bodies, allowing ourselves to let go when and if we want to. That's all part of the practice. We're going to stay here one more breath if we wish. Lovely, and then press into the feet, inhale, lift up. Notice if you feel any sensation. The legs contract just a little bit. Lovely. And then we are going to take our chair. We're going to get our chair. And we're going to do our legs on our chair. That's very care classic. I'll remember to not let that one come back. So we can take our blanket underneath our head. And I'll come around and check if the chair is full right. It's can be a bit tricky to get from it. We're taking our calves onto the chair and then we're releasing back. We can have our block underneath, but then once a block underneath the lower back, it can be quite nice too. That's good. Yes. You're right, Gabby. Do you want that? So finding the ground underneath our back, allowing the legs to have a well-deserved rest after that lifting, after that supporting us through our standing sequence. Opportunity to find that equal inhale and exhale, which can be more tricky to access when we're moving and going between lifting in the nervous system and bringing it back down. So taking this time to find our breath. Now if we do feel quite lifted, if you feel our heart rate is quite lifted, our breath, we can come back into that extended exhale or 1 to 2 breaths. So notice what you need. What breath would be best for you? Do you want that equal balancing breath? Or do you want that breath that's going to help you feel grounded and find balance? You can stay with that ocean breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose or the mouth, extending that exhale if that feels best, finding that equal breath. There's no right or wrong, there is just what we need in this moment, and learning the tools that will support us. The mind might start to wander as we come into finding stillness. So just allow it to have that anchor of the breath. If it's very active, we can use our count. Counting the inhale and counting the exhale, whether we're extending it or keeping it equal. We can bring our mind to the movement of the belly as we inhale it gently rising, as we exhale gently releasing. So allowing the mind to come to some rest.
Just going to be here another few breaths. Lovely. So we're going to come into our relaxation practice. So you can stay here on the chair, or I can come and take the chair away for you. To release, you can gently draw one knee in and then the other. And just taking a moment here. Feeling the lower back on the ground. And what feels it, then the legs are lifted if we've taken our legs down. And gently make any movements that help you to come to a relaxation, or maybe you want to get more clothes on, maybe you want to get a bolster, I can do that for you, get another blanket. So making ourselves really comfortable for our lying position, our Shavasana, our relaxation. Remembering that we could come to a chair, we could lie on our front, we could lie on our side. And this is another opportunity for us to take control of what's happening, for us to make the decision. So reconnecting with the ground. Coming back to the touch of the ground underneath your body. Chin is still slightly tucked, just keeping that nice length in the back of the neck. Shoulder blades drawing down. We really want the belly to become soft and relaxed. Just letting the belly go. The breath is natural. And just stay present with me for the next few minutes while we scan through our bodies. So we're going to start to bring awareness to the touch of the ground underneath our right heel. Ground or our chair. Underneath our right heel. And then shifting to the left heel. Touch of the ground underneath our left heel. Floating our awareness to the right calf. Maybe noticing any sensation in the right calf. And then moving that awareness to the left calf. Noticing any sensation, maybe the touch of the ground. The left calf. Moving up the right leg, moving to the right hip and noticing any sensation lifted to the right. And then moving across to the left hip. Noticing or bringing your awareness to sensation at the left hip. And then moving our awareness, becoming conscious of our right shoulder. bringing awareness to any sensation in the right shoulder. Just that curious, interested witness, not judging, just noticing. As we move and shift to the left shoulder, noticing the left shoulder. Shifting that awareness to the right elbow. Noticing sensation in the right elbow. And moving, shifting to the left elbow. Noticing the differences in sensation. I'm really interested in the left elbow. And then shifting awareness to the right hand. Noticing sensation in the right hand. Shifting that attention to the left hand. The left hand. Noticing sensation in the left hand. Becoming aware of the back of the head. Any sensation in the back of the head. Becoming aware of the whole body. Noticing the sensation within your whole body. The whole body supported by the ground. Noticing the sensation of the whole body. Let's bring our awareness to our breath. Not controlling the breath, just noticing the natural movement of the breath. The inhale, naturally balancing out the movement of the exhale. The exhale balancing the movement of the inhale. And repeating to ourselves 3 times silently, I am safe, I am stable, I am supported by the ground beneath me. I am safe, I am stable, I am supported by the ground beneath me. Letting go of all effort, just allowing yourself to be here. Just be here for a few more moments in silence. Gently, we're going to start coming back to our external experience. So allowing the sounds to come towards us. The light shining through our closed eyelids. We're taking in the view if our eyes are open. Noticing the touch of the clothes on our skin. As we really slowly transition from our wrist, we can bring a little bit of movement into our fingers and our toes. We can allow our bodies to make any movement that feels right for us. Allowing the body intelligence to take control. Extending or maybe contracting. Gently transition to a comfortable seated position for us. No rushing, just slowly.
Sit in my chair if you wish. Keep our eyes closed for a moment longer just to check in. Just going to come back to our equal breathing before we close off our practice. We can take our gaze down or close off our eyes as we naturally come back to the reconnecting with our ocean breath. Inhaling if we can through the nose, exhaling through the nose or gently out through the mouth. Let's find that count for 3. Inhaling, 2, 3. Exhaling, 2, 3. Inhaling, 2, 3. Exhaling, 2, 3. Inhaling, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhaling, 2, 3. Exhaling, 2, 3. Gently releasing the breath, just allowing the breath to come to its natural rhythm. Just take this opportunity to notice any sensations in the body. Check in with the mind and the breath. Just a curious observer, really interested in this moment. Without judgment, just noticing. And then let's bring our palms together. Thumbs towards our chest, chest towards our thumbs. Let's inhale together. Exhale. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace within us, peace between us, peace all around us. If we can, just have a moment of gratitude that you got to class. You did it, you made it to the mat. And the benefits that not just you will reap, but the people all around you. We do the practice, but we do it for the team. And then gently coming back to the room. Thank you. So,
our breath practice this week, you can find your equal breathing, you can count and just explore that a little bit, maybe what it feels like if you tried to maybe lift it. I've done that before and I've lifted it and it just doesn't, there's a real intention that it builds. And also I get headaches if I do that because I'm trying to draw the breath up too much. So we want to keep the breath underneath the shoulder blade, the collarbone. And really try and keep it low into the body. Try to keep that belly breathing, that gentle inhale and exhale low into the body. And also practice your box breathing, so even if it's just for a few minutes each. And box breathing can be really transformational with regard to anxiety. So just checking in with that if you have some time, that'd be really helpful. But remember, if there's any questions or if you're noticing anything, any observations kind of that you're kind of interested in or not sure about, please just get in touch with me. I'm totally happy always happy to talk about these things or explore it a little bit. But it's also like there's no right or wrong, it's just what's happening. So just noticing it and being alright with it is really part of the practice in itself. So have a lovely Sunday. Hopefully this will be guide you through it if there's other stuff that you've got to do. And we'll see you next week. Week 5, so we'll be noticing more sensation. If there can be any more sensation. How many sensations is there?